wanted to get its honors tasted back. Yo, that's crazy, bro. And that's the end. No shit right now. Honors at the very last moment took that fort. That was crazy. All right. We are live, boys. We're back. We are live on EU for the EU Node War, the very first EU Node War, guys, of the new Node War system. And we're going to be going through each of the regions to see how they're kind of playing out and how they're kind of doing here. We're going to go audio, volume. I'm actually just going to turn the music on if you guys don't mind. I'm going to turn the sound effects down. I kind of want to listen to the new Node War music, if you guys don't mind that. Let's do sound effect volume. Let's turn that off. Turn that off. There we go. This has game music? Yeah. Yes, it does. Okay, so you can see all these people sitting in town here, ready to go. It looks like Nerf up us. This is the T1 scene, guys, for EU. So, like, this is like the Tuvala Timmies, guys. I'll go ahead and turn up my sound effects on a little bit, so that you guys can hear a little bit. Okay, there's dudes just roaring like crazy. I don't know if they gave me, I don't know if Ronan was able to get me the title fast enough here. There's like a, yeah, they didn't give me the... That's fine. He'll give it to me tomorrow. I don't have the war correspondent title on EU because they didn't know that I was going to be spectating EU. And I also don't have the Seeker's Hawk for EU until tomorrow. So we're going to spectate the EU Node War today, tomorrow, and Tuesday, guys. Tomorrow and Tuesday, I will have the Seeker's Hawk available, so I'll be able to crouch down and see stuff. Okay? But for now, I'm basically going to be running around like a crazy person. How many guilds signed up on EU? It kicked off the list. Here, let me see. Oh god, is there like a it's like a war? Here we go, Node War. Participant guilds. Okay. Guys, there's a lot of guilds here. 4, 8, 12, 15 guilds on Balanos, another 15 on Serendia. That means there were 30 guilds that signed up for the Tuvala, like the Tuvala cap Node Wars. This is the lower cap Node Wars on EU. Which means there should be about 7 or 8 forts on each region. Probably 7 forts on each region here. It looks like there's only 3 guilds on Medaya and 3 guilds on Valencia, which means there's only going to be 1 fort available there. That kind of sucks. Calvion has a lot. Calvion and Comicilia have a lot of guilds. 6 guilds on Calvion, 6 guilds on Comicilia. Those fights might actually be super, super cool as well. But we're going to start off with like the really big ones. And we'll see kind of how this starts off here. But yeah, there's definitely looks like a 36, 46, 47, 48, 48 guilds total participating on the very first guild, like Node War Day. Definitely a lot less people than I thought. No question. And on Valencia and Medaya, I would say this is probably about probably a little high, honestly, for EU for their T1 scene. That's a lot of guilds, but you know, I could be wrong. But like, I think their Medaya and Valencia don't actually have a whole lot of people, so we might have to go over there pretty quickly, guys. So that I do have a unicorn, so I should be able to get across the desert pretty fast. I also can just use the I'll just use the Magnus to kind of TP around. I'm basically gonna try to get us a view of like the fights and like see what things look like and see kind of how things shake up on EU. I will say that Calpheon and Kama look like they're going to be a lot of fun. Also, Balanos and Serendia look like they're going to be a lot of fun. Medaya and Valencia looks like there's going to be a fair amount of strategy, but we'll have to see how long the forts actually last for there. Any reacts today? Yeah, there's going to be some reacts today. Do you know what a lot of the guilds didn't get in? No, it should not exclude any guilds that must be bugged. It should not be excluding any guilds from anything. The signups are bugged. A few guilds got kicked out of queue. Ooh. Ooh, so this is not all of the guilds that signed up on EU. Evidently, guys, like there were some guilds that didn't quite make it in or got kicked out of the queue, which is really unfortunate. But it is the very first time, so like give them a little bit of leeway on this. This is the very first time we're seeing this on EU. I will point out that like if you go to nodewar.gg, this is where the lists of the best node war guilds on EU are. You can see Conquer, Opposite, PvE, and Unpredictable look to be number 1 through 4. I don't think that that's been updated in some time, so it has traded around a little bit. It does look like we're kind of off to the races here, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a look. Yeah, node war is going. The music has started. These guilds are not leaving. Maybe it hasn't started yet. All right, so I know where some of the forts are on Balanos. Like one of them is supposed to spawn here. So no, it doesn't look like... Oh, now it just spawned, it looks like. It is currently the top 4. Perfect, thank you. I just want to make sure that that's up to date. That's a great website for that kind of a reference there. Yeah, well, no, everybody's still here. Nobody's left town yet. They might just be waiting. You know, they might just be waiting, guys, to see who's going to take what fort. And then go hit the guild that they know that they can kill. Or it might not have actually started. We're 1 minute into node war. So, like... Yeah, so, like, the forts have spawned. On the right side, you can see the forts have actually spawned. We're going to ride over to Ancient Stone Chamber. Looks like it's, under pressure here. Let's see how long these forts actually are. This is a 20-minute fort over here. You can see these are where all the fort placements are on Balanos. People probably want to see that. So for YouTube's sake, guys, I am going to go ahead and zoom out and show the fort locations for Balanos. It looks like this is the western side of the region. KR actually had forts on the eastern side, but like this is where the forts actually spawn for the first 6 right here. It looks like. So we're gonna go take a look at Ancient Stone Chamber first here. Okay, yeah, there is a guild occupying this over here. It's Rule. Please, please. Oh my god! God, I hate Zerkers. They're so stupid. They're so dumb. They're literal. They have mental illness. Every berserker, bro. There's no exception. There's no exception. Choice literally said he had autism. Like, all right, we'll go over here. I'm Wiz, bro. Thanks for the prime sub, man. I appreciate you dropping it here. So we're gonna take a look at this fort here. Well, they're trying to kill this fort. There's only like 5 people here. No, please, please, please. Please! Alright, so they're trying to kill this fort. Yeah, and they're working it down. They're working it down. There's not very many of them, but they're working it down. Warriors are also dipshits. Warriors are literal evolutionarily challenged primates. Dipshit losers. Parental ups. Holy shit. Actual mental illness, dude. Everybody else understood. I told the rest of the guild was like, okay, yeah, let him go. The warrior's like, oh, God. Holy shit, bro. Oh my god. All right, we're gonna go check out this fort too. It's the only kill he's gonna get all node war because he's a warrior and he's dog shit. We're good. Let's go take a look at this. There's not much fighting going on, guys. I'm looking for white dots like that are fighting. Okay, so looks like there's a guild that's kind of collapsed down on this fort as well. It hasn't been claimed yet, but like they're working on it. Okay, let's take a look at Altar of Agris as well. I'm a warrior and a striker. Oof. It's tough. Learning 2 languages like that can be kind of hard. Okay, yep, so there's a guild sitting here as well. I'm trying to look and see if there's actually a fight going on. No fighting. Damn it, dude. Okay, so it looks like they're taking, this guy's gonna kill me. Let him kill me. Yeah, so looks like we're still in the process of kind of taking forts. They haven't actually taken the fort yet. Yeah, I don't see any fighting going on, guys. Everyone's just trying to claim their forts right now. Keep in mind, there are over twice as many guilds as there are forts. There are 15 guilds on Balanos, guys, and there are 6 forts. 6 forts, 15 guilds. Let's go up and check out Hushed up here. Looks like they have, it looks like every fort has been claimed at this point. The most likely guild to receive a fight is Brazos. Although that's a 1-hour fort. Let's go to this one's a question mark. This is a 33-minute, 25-minute, 15-minute. So we're gonna go up to Flushed up here. This is 16 minutes down here. Let's see if let's start down. We'll go to Rule first and see if there's actually a fight going on at these kind of lower end forts like this, or if like no guilds are actually fighting. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, no, this is definitely a fight going on. They're definitely pushing. They're definitely pushing. Big fight going on there. Yeah, look at all the white dots on the minimap, guys. Yeah, there's definitely a huge fight over this fort right here. They got an Ellie nursery down. They also got a flame tower. Looks like they got a Hawacha, too. I'm just going to V in. It hasn't taken any damage, so they've got 2 FTs. They've got 2 FTs. It's a warrior, bro. Yeah, so they've got all their defensive structures up. And I'm going to be honest, guys, with only 15 minutes on the clock, I think that if you get these structures up like this, it's impossible to take this fort. Now, these flame towers are actually a little far from the fort, guys. Those FTs can't actually hit the fort. Those FTs can't actually hit the fort. So, like, these are actually relatively poorly placed flame towers. Please don't shoot me. The Hawacha? I don't know where... I don't see Hawacha, but they do have an Ellie nursery. Yeah, and they're holding this off just fine. There's guilds pushing them, but they're holding it off just fine. There's a nice Corsair. He killed me intentionally. I hate you. But honestly, we got what we needed out of that. That was a good spectate. Thank you to Rule for allowing me to spectate just like that. So Rule is actually receiving a fight there. And we're gonna take a look over at the other guild here, and then we're gonna try to look at Medaya and Valencia, because I think everybody wants to see the higher caps as well. We know that this tier should pop off. The Tuvala tier with like the 15 guilds should be popping off, and it does look like there are fights going. Yeah, there's a fight going on right there too. Nope, that's a warrior. I'm out. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. He's too stupid. No, guys, it reduces my DP to 0 in the node war zone. It also makes my horse's HP is also 1. So this guild's actually kind of gaming. This guild's actually kind of gaming. Are you guys fighting anyone? It doesn't look like Flush is fighting anyone. It looks like they got their FTs up as well. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Okay, they're telling me no, they're not fighting anyway. Okay, so there's no fighting. No fighting over here. So there is fighting over like one of the forts, but the rest of them don't seem to have anything going on, guys. And this is the problem that I kind of anticipated with this. Now, I will say that fighting should break out as like guilds kind of get knocked out. Like more and more guilds will be left with less and less forts. So it is kind of like low-key working. So like there are like a few fights at the start, but generally at the start, you're going to see a couple of forts get eliminated. And then there's going to be a bunch of guilds around and the stronger guilds will be gone. So the fighting should kind of pick up as the node war kind of goes on here. I'm going to very quickly ride around one more time to see if there's any other fighting going on this node here. Yeah, I doubt that the... Let's see if the question mark one has people. Please let me on my note. Oh god, bro. All right, so there's a decent amount of lag on EU. If it doesn't let me get on my horse, that means it's lagging. What up, Silver Lion? How you doing? Soldy, thanks for the prime sub, man. All right, so we're gonna go take a look at this guild over here. This is the question mark, which means they get extra rewards if they take it, but they don't know when their fort expires. Oh yeah. Wait, this psycho's here. Wait, yeah, they are fighting. Wait, no, it's psychology. No, it's the only guild. It's the only guild. Are you guys fighting anyone? It doesn't look like they're fighting anybody, guys. No, they're not fighting anybody. Okay. So no one is fighting, except for the one guild, and they're not being pushed very hard. Let's check rule one more time here. And then I'm gonna go to Medaya. Rule is camping the safe zone here. There's a lot of rule out there. That was a lot of rule I just rode past right there. Yeah, Rule has this pretty well tightly locked down. This is the only fight that happened, and you can see they're at 98%. And their flame towers are doing pretty well, too. Their Ellie is ready as well, but they're too inept to actually pull it out, and that's fine. Yeah, Rule's not even here. Yeah, okay, so we're going to go to the other Node Wars. We're going to try Medaya. We'll circle back to Serenity. I kind of want to see all three caps, guys. We're gonna hit Medaya here next. What up, Thoris Munger? No problem, man. We're gonna make a new player tips and tricks guide today too. How does this system work now? So essentially, when the Node War starts, there are neutral forts that spawn in across the Node War zone at random, and you have to go take those forts, and then you have to hold on to those forts for as long as the Node War happens. Okay, and whatever guild is holding it, when the fort runs out of time, that guild wins. There's only one fort on Medaya, guys, and it's a question mark, which actually makes it super interesting. That's actually really cool. There's 3 guilds on Medaya for EU, and it's a question mark fort, which means they don't know how long the fort is actually going to be there and expire for, which makes it a very interesting situation where the guild holding the fort has to 1v2 the other guilds, and they don't know how long. And we're going to go check out that fort. Save me hours of confusion. 12 out of 10 would recommend. Thanks, man. Don't worry. I'm going to keep banging them out. I only started making guides kind of recently. But people have really liked them. So I'm just going to keep... I'll keep banging them out. I'll knock it out. My goal is to explain things as simply as possible and concisely as possible while being entertaining. Now, I will say that they're thorough. They are simple and concise, but they're thorough. Okay, so they're still going to be longer videos because they cover a lot of stuff. New Node War system, really great in Asia. Oh, good. Carrot guide up to date still? Yeah, I have to redo it. They've changed a lot of stuff, but it's more or less still fine, but they've simplified a lot of stuff. They've made the quests a little bit different. They've changed where the sea monsters are. So I'm just going to have to re-explain that kind of stuff. I'm going to have to remake it. But like most of it is still relevant. The same general path basically across the board. It's just easier. Just understand that everything I explain, it's just easier and more simple now. So I have people whispering me on EU, trying to tell me what's going on the various regions here, which is good. We're hauling ass over to Medaya, guys, because I really want to see. This is the 685 gear score cap, guys. So like, again, we were just looking at the Tuvala caps. I am just a spectator. I am not participating in the Node War. So I have 0 DP and my horse has 1 HP. So if I get hit at all, I'm dead. But the goal here is I'm going to try to die on the fort or get close to the fort so that I can see what's going on. I am seeing white dots, which is promising. Started this game last week and I've been watching your YouTube videos trying to learn the game. Amazing. Oh my God. Please. Mercy. This is definitely a fight. Yeah, Villains is definitely trying to hold on here, and they are fighting. Medaya is definitely a fight, guys. Nice. Make a macro that says you're spectating. No, it's just going to basically make a giant thing that points to me. They're not reading. You need to understand that people in a node war are just belligerently killing white dots like animals, no matter what. They're stupid. Bro, have you ever done a setup team fight and been killed by your allies because they can't read nameplates? People are just stupid. Yeah, like, it's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna try to get to the fort, guys. I'm trying to get on the fort so I can see if anything is taking damage, because then I can tell how close the fight is. Because I've been doing this for a long time. Oh God, let me in! Okay, we made it! Okay. Are you guys actually fighting? Let me ask them. I'm interviewing them, guys. I'm interviewing them. So their flag factory looks like it's ready to go. Okay, they're talking to me. They're talking to me. Okay, so the other two guilds are not actually fighting Villain. They are not actually fighting Villain. They're just running around. They said that we are not getting a fight. Go Serendia. Okay. All right, so Medaya had our 3 guilds. I thought it was going to be super cool, but they're basically killing white dots belligerently, and no one's actually pushing the fort. So no fight on Medaya whatsoever with 3 guilds and 1 fort. Balanos only had a few fights, but that should increase as time goes on. Copium. Let's try Valencia, guys. Let's try Valencia. Let's see what's going on in Valencia. Yeah, no, I mean, it's good. Like, this is how you communicate, guys. If I had Seeker's Hawk, I would be able to spectate and talk to them at the same time, which is exactly what I would do. So I can ask them how the fight's going and what's actually going on, so like I don't give misinformation. This is how Node War basically has to be spectated. I don't have Seeker's Hawk until tomorrow, though. They're going to get it to me for tomorrow. Okay, so I need to get to a Magnus portal. Okay, so there's only 1 fort on Valencia, and it is also a question mark, guys. I'm going to go to a Magnus portal real quick. Yeah, 0 fight on Medaya. The problem with Medaya, guys, is that there's 3 guilds, and if there's no fight at the start, there won't be a fight. Period. It's like if there's 3 guilds and the other 2 guilds decide they don't want to push, it's over. Have the Serenia low fort times been taken? Let's take a look. No, nothing is timed out yet. Nothing is timed out yet. Not a single fort has timed out yet. But I'm doing my best to try to get to each of the regions before they time out. I'm hoping that Valencia is at least a reasonable fight. There's 3 guilds on Valencia. It's the same situation as Medaya. We might run into the exact same thing. So there's 3 guilds, 1 fort, and it's a question mark fort. That means it's exactly the same as Medaya. On Medaya, the 2 guilds that did not take the fort were not strong enough and decided not to fight Villain, which means that Villain is not going to get a fight the entire node war. They're just going to stand around with their dick in their hand the whole node war, which is not a good thing. I'll be honest with you, that's not a good thing. On Balanos, there was 1 or 2 fights going on, and Balanos should heat up over time as the bigger guilds kind of get knocked out, and then there's more and more guilds left for less and less forts. Balanos should heat up a little bit, so should Serendia. So, like, we're going to go back to Balanos and Serendia at the end and see if that is the case. I might be huffing copium, guys. I'm trying to be as positive as I can. I might be huffing copium, though. Like, but the reason I'm not on Balanos and Serendia... Wait, I want to go to Valencia, bro. What? That's fine. I didn't... Yeah, that's all good. It's all good. You can't Magnus during Node War? Dude. All right, well. I'll get... Fortunately, I do have a unicorn. Yeah, everything's fine. They say Medina and Valencia are deadage because the guild signed up for 50 cap, got sent to 30 cap. Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, hold on. Let me ask for clarification. I have people whispering me. They said that the guilds that signed up for Valencia were actually dropped on Serenia. People aren't fighting because they didn't even get placed what they signed up for. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yep, that just got confirmed. Assuming that this guy is not lying to me. Well, thank goodness it was play tested in Korea first. Thank God. All right, guys. Thank goodness. They avoid all of the major bugs by play testing in Korea first, guys. So what is happening is guilds signed up for the Node War, and then they were placed on random... Like, so if you signed up for Valencia, they actually got placed on Serenia instead of Valencia. And then other guilds that signed up just didn't get to participate because the system bugged out again. So, all right. I will say, I will allow them a fair amount of lenience since it's a brand new system. However, this should be fixed on Tuesday. If it is not fixed on Tuesday, I'm going to be pissed. Even your Node War is RNG. That's right, boys. And they're saying we were supposed to be on the 50 and had to dump most of our signups. By the way, there was a bunch of guilds who signed up and did get to place. Yeah. It's J Main Gaming. Welcome back for the T1 sub. Or no, thanks for the T1 sub, buddy. Really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Okay, guys, we're headed over to Rokshan Observatory. So hopefully get over to this fort here. I'm on my way up to this fort right here. So, I just want to be clear that this would be fine if they had not play tested it in Korea first. I think it's really annoying that they release content for Korea that is meant for global. They play test it in Korea, then we get it, and it's still up. I would rather you just do a global release, and then if it's up, we can all give you that feedback. You can fix it, and then we'll all play it together. But because it was played first in Korea, I expect bugs like this to not be in the game. This is a big bug. That is not good. Guilds are super hyped about this. To be this hyped up about the new Node War system and then not get to participate is kind of a catastrophically bad bug. That's really rough. And then also to be placed on the wrong region and not be able to yes up because your guild was placed on the wrong region is also really rad. That's pretty bad. And that should have been solved in Korea immediately. Like, how is that not, like, immediately shown in Korea? So I need to go southeast. No one's hyped? What are you smoking? No, everybody was hyped for the new Node War system. Whether you were happy hyped or bad hyped, everyone wanted to see. Everyone wanted to see. So I want to get right above it and then just go due south. This is how you navigate in the desert, guys. Okay, now I want to turn and go due south. Yeah. I'm going to go down. I'm going to hit it. I'm going to basically, I should hit it right on. Oh? Oh? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Yeah, no, they're definitely fighting. Oh my god, did the fort disappear? It ended. Oh my god, bro. Bro, the one time there's a fight and it ended immediately. Holy shit. Oh, the two offense balls you saw in the minimap, the two offense balls were like, let's go, and then it ended. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. You guys gotta understand, in Valencia the safe zones are really far away. So that fort was like right here, guys. Hold on. So that fort was what, like right here? Somewhere like right here? The nearest safe zone is here, which means you have to run really far. Really far. That means they probably only got like 3 pushes in. And that was probably the 4th push. And it just canceled it. It's the villas, not the town. Okay, well, if you're spawning at the villa, you're still in the middle of fucking nowhere. You're still really far from the, like, you have to literally, you're spawning here. This is a safe zone. I'm not sure if they allow you to spawn. You've never been able to spawn at a villa before. But if that's true, and the fort is here, that still halves the run distance, right? But, like, it's still a really long time. So they maybe got 4 pushes in. If you disconnect, where do you guess where you spawn? Oh, no. Show how to navigate through the desert again. Show how you do it. Okay, so you go right to the edge of like the desert, and then you face towards your, you go right to the edge of like kind of the border between the desert where your minimap disappears, and then you face whatever your destination is, and you just ride that way, and then you don't change your direction. It's better if you go to like a solid direction. Guys, we're gonna go to comma. We're gonna go to comma. The node war's over, so it should let me. But like it's easier if you just like face due south and then just run south, because you can't mess it up. If you have to go southeast or south by southeast, it's a little tougher to navigate. But okay, guys, we're gonna try to look at Valencia now. Comma, and then we're gonna go to Calpheon very quickly, and then we'll rotate over to Serendia and then back to Balanos probably as well. So far, it has been a complete disaster, but at least 10 people have gotten to hit another player. Glass half full, guys. Okay, so this is the uncapped region, guys. So I'll be honest with you. It wouldn't matter if I had 1 DP or all of my gear on. I'm still this fort still has 20 minutes. This fort is still a question mark. Let's see how many guilds are left participating here. We're going to start riding up there as well. So for comma, it looks like no one's been eliminated yet. No, 1 guild has been eliminated. 1 guild got eliminated for Calpheon as well. And just to be clear, again, if we look at nodewar.gg, Conquer, Opposite, PvE, and Unpredictable are the top 4 for EU. Opposite is here. They're the strongest guild here. So wherever node Opposite is holding, nobody probably wants to fight them. If I had to guess. Pistoliers, thanks for the Prime sub, man. All right, let's take a look, guys. Oh, I'm trying. There is 0 fight here. I found Opposite. Okay, that's Opposite holding the question mark fort. Okay, sure. Oh, wait, no. Wait, why does Opposite have 2 forts? Wait. Wait, can you wait. You guys have 2 forts? What? You can take 2 forts? What? Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Okay, so I guarantee you this was designed by someone in an office who has never played in a node war in their life. They don't understand what they're doing. That's the biggest up, in my opinion. That's the worst up that I have seen so far. I will be 100% honest. That's the worst one. I don't even see other forts. Yeah, these are the only 2 forts left, and no one wants to fight them. The reason why that's such an egregious up, guys, is because someone in an offense who has never played Node War before had the bright idea. They said, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Enforcer tipped $5. This new system is a joke.
Enforce, thanks for the $5. I got it. What if we let them take more than one fort so they have to defend at more than one location, and it makes it easier for the other guilds to... You're an idiot! Stop doing this! Bro! They did this with the risk system. They did this with the risk system too. You could take multiple like fort locations, and then you had to defend at multiple locations, and they thought it would be cool because like you could get attacked at multiple locations. Instead, what happens, guys, is since Opposite is the strongest guild on the node and they took 2 forts, no one wants to push the Opposite fort. Regardless of whether or not they have half the people or not, no guild wants to push, right? Because the other guilds aren't coordinating with each other, right? So in order to actually take these 2 forts, the other guilds would have to be pushing both forts at the same time to put ample pressure on Opposite. Well, this entire new system is literally based on the fact that you can't do politics, which means that the other guilds are not communicating with each other, which means they're not coordinatedly pushing, which means Opposite can literally hold 2 forts without sacrificing anything, and the other guilds get to fight over even less materials. That is an egregious up. And the reason that is really bad is because they did that with the risk system too. Yeah, let me ask them what's going on. They did this with the risk system too, and they thought it would be good. It didn't work. We told them it didn't work. They conceded that it didn't work, and then they brought it back for this system too. They're saying no. Yeah, they're saying no. Jesus Christ. So you can have multiple forts. Okay, well, the entire Node War system is a complete scam then. Show Nation will literally... Show Nation tonight is going to run through every single fort, and no one is going to be able to fight them. Yeah, that makes the entire system completely pointless. Because you can't... You can't do anything. If Show holds 5 forts, they will hold 5 forts. All 5. Because the other guilds can't coordinate with one another. They can't help each other. So, like, if these other guilds, the 5 guilds that are remaining, cannot coordinate with one another, because, again, the system is designed not to let you do politics. If these guilds cannot coordinate with one another, it's over. Like, they just can't do anything. So, essentially, all that we're waiting for is they're waiting for this fort to time out. Opposite is going to get this fort. They should be knocked out of the Node War at that point. And then this fort will be unclaimed, and the other guilds are just waiting until Opposite leaves, and then they will go to this fort and take it. I think that's how it's going to work. Keep in mind, that means there is 0 fighting. None. And there is 0, like, inclination to fight at all, because this entire concept that, oh, wait a minute, what if we... I'm going to write up to Calpheon, guys. We're going to check out Calpheon now. This entire concept that, like, well, what if we made them fight on multiple fronts? That doesn't work for Node Wars. They should have known this when they made the system, because that's what makes me angry. Their last attempt to change Node Wars did exactly the same thing. They were like, oh, you have to fight on multiple fronts if you have 5 nodes. It's like a risk system, whatever. It didn't work. Like, no one could fight Cho. No one could fight Conquer. No one could fight, like, the top end guilds, because, like, you have to coordinatedly push them, and they just sit there and farm you. Like, they just play defensively, they sit there and farm you, and there's nothing you can do about it. It just doesn't work. On paper, as someone who's never done Node War before, and that's why I said it was made by someone in an office who doesn't understand Node Wars and doesn't understand what the Node Wars, like, makes Node Wars fun. So, like, this is bad. This is really bad. This needs to be changed immediately. You need to be only able to take 1 fort at a time. Otherwise, no guilds will fight. Because right now, on Kama Sylvia, if Opposite can only take 1 fort, they'd be sitting at their question mark fort waiting. Okay? Instead, the other guilds are all waiting in town so that Opposite will get knocked out, and then they'll just run over and take that fort. That's it. And then the second strongest guild will take that fort, and everyone else will walk away. Because no one wants to fight them. For the same reason. Calpheon's already over? No, Calpheon's not over yet. At least that's not what it says on the map. Man, Okay, so this is kind of a disaster. These are fixable things. I'm willing to work with them a little bit. I think that being able to take multiple forts is 100% a feature. They 100% intended it, and that guy needs to be fired. That is the same guy. I guarantee you, it's the same developer that did the risk system and was like, yo, what if they could be attacked on multiple fronts? Because they think that it's cool. No, see, Calpheon's not over yet. Got 50 seconds. I'm not going to be able to get... No, it's got another one too. This one's a question mark. So Conquer holds this one, and this is Revive. How strong is Revive? Yeah, Revive is the number 7 guild. Conquer's the number 1 guild. So I'm telling you right now, they're number 5. Okay, so 5th, whatever. But like, so Revive is going to get their fort. And Conquer's not fighting. I will guarantee you, I run to this node. They're not fighting anyone. That developer needs to be fired. This is the second time he's made the same mistake. I thought that they learned their lesson the first time that they did the risk system. Like when we all had to, I'm sure that the node war, the PvPers understand what I'm talking about. When we could only attack adjacent nodes, but if you didn't have a node, you could drop anywhere. So like the idea was if Cho Nation had 7 nodes, that you could attack them on 3 of them and they couldn't defend all of them at the same time. But like they could easily defend it. Like it wasn't even close. Like it wasn't even close, and guilds are not going to coordinate so that they can get farmed. Like that just doesn't work. Yeah, so Conquer's not fighting. They're running around on the road trying to kill people off their horses. Like that's when I see Conquer players on the road trying to like flame trap people so that they can get like a kill. That's pretty rough, man. Man. Let's see if they're forts here. Anyway, that makes me really angry. The other bugs, I was like, okay, it's new, you know. No, they are not. Okay. All right. No fight on Calpheon. No fight on Kama Sylvia. Kama Sylvia had potential for a fight, but because they allow guilds to take more than one node, they just ran, or Opposite just ran around and took all the nodes. And then now nobody can fight anybody, so they're just waiting. Hopefully Opposite gets knocked out here. Honestly? Oh no. Wait a minute. I'm gonna go to Serendia, guys. I'm going to Serendia. Wait a minute. What if how it works, if you have 2 forts, you don't get knocked out until both those forts expire? That can't be how it works, right? That can't be how it works. There's no way. There's just no shot. Wait, he's cooking. No, I'm not. I promise you I am not. I am not cooking right now. That's definitely how it works. No. No way that's how it works. If that's how it works, I'm going to check comma again in 10 minutes. I'm going to check comma again in 10 minutes. If anyone from Opposite is in the chat, please tell us. If that fort times out and Opposite is still on the node war system is shot. It's completely shot. It will... Cho Nation and Conquer will take like 5 forts, not let anybody fight, and then, like, that's it. Like, no one is going to sit there and fight them. If that is how it works, I don't think that's how it works, though. Man, I'm on some cope right now. There's no way. Only 1 node per guild. Yeah, I mean, like, what's the advantage of getting 2 forts, right? You don't get double rewards for having 2 forts. Like, I think it knocks you out after you take a fort, and then the other fort goes back to being neutral again. That's got to be how it works. Want to know if there's a way to close a person's visor in the character selection menu. I don't know what you mean by visor. There's only one way to force the other ones to fight. No, they're just not going to fight you. You need to understand that if you run out, what you need to do, if you're a strong guild and you're smart, you don't need to take a fort right away. Opposite up. You just wait until they all get taken and then go bulldoze somebody and put their fort at like 10, then go do it to somebody else, then go do it to somebody else, and then when the fort's about to expire, then go take the fort. Just sit there and farm them, and then take your fort at the last possible minute, or the last fort remaining. Taking a fort right away means that you don't get to fight as much. So, I'm being honest. Like, I think that they f***ed up. I think that Show, watching this, because I know that Show Nation is watching this right now, so that they know what to do tonight. Now they know Show Nation will not take a fort right away. They're just going to wait. They're just going to sit there and farm people and then take their fort, like, right before it ends. Does a new player join your guild? Exclamation point guild. Hit the onboarding channel. Hit the check mark. It'll make a ticket for you and somebody will reach out. Wait, is Serenia dead? Oh no, there's a fort down here. Wait, all the forts are already gone? There were 15 guilds here. Okay, so there's only one fort left, guys. There's 2 forts. There's one here. I don't see the other fort. Nope. Nope, there's only one. Oh, no, there is one. That one's got 20 minutes. All right, well, let's see if there's a fight over here. Oh, God, please don't. The whole watch is firing? They're standing around doing nothing. I just asked them if they're fighting. Hopefully somebody whispers me. Wait, there's another guild pushing them. Wait, there's another guild pushing them. Here we go. Hold on. Pause, champ. It's happening. Yeah, they're definitely fighting. There's a cannon hitting too. So Serendia looks like it's popping off. Oh no, please! Really? The whole offense ball? You committed the entire offense ball to kill me? They literally all ran. What the? Like, they just ran me down. Bro, relax, man. They're thirsty, bro. They're thirsty, man. Fungan Maguka, thanks for the prime sub for 2 months, man. I really appreciate it. Let's see if these guys are fighting. So they're fighting. There's cannons on them. There's guilds pushing them. The fort is taking damage. Serendia looks like it's fighting. You're a spy? EU doesn't want you. What do you mean I'm spying? I'm spectating the war so that everybody can see what the new node war system looks like. I'm gonna do this for NA too, except that I'm gonna... Oh. Yeah, there's definitely guilds moving around. I'm gonna do this for NA, except I'm gonna be participating initially. So you're gonna watch me participating on North America. North America also has central servers right now. So, like, it's the first node war on central servers, which is kind of a big deal for us. Okay, guys, I'm gonna try to get to the fort here, but there's a lot of stuff in the way. Oh, there's flame cannonball shots here. I'm asking. Pause, champ, guys. Guys, I don't think that they're fighting. Oh, chill out. It's always a berserker, man. Yeah, the entire guild is standing idle at the fort. In fairness, this is an impossible fort to push. This fort is not going to be pushable with 2 flame towers and a Hawacha like they have. And an Ellie. So, like, they have their stuff. Oh my god, bro. Okay, that one's deadage, guys. That one's deadage. The other one's wokage, though. Hold on, we're going back. Well, actually, we should go back to Balanos. Let's go to Balanos and see if there's actually fighting going on Balanos now, like I thought there was going to be. So, as the forts disappear, theoretically, on these lower cap node wars, there's 15 guilds, 6 forts. Now there should only be 2 forts with like 13 guilds, which means there should be a lot of fighting going on. There should be a lot of fighting going on. Serendia definitely has like guilds are definitely pushing on Serendia, at least on that one fort. So like, it looks like, guys, the developers have designed this so that it's basically RNG, whether or not you're actually going to get a fight. So you have like a 50-50 chance of getting a fort, and then you have probably a 1 in 10 chance that after you win the 50-50, you get another 10% chance that you're actually going to get a fight. So if you can hit the 50% and then the 10% on top of it, I think that you're probably going to be good. You're probably going to like it, guys. Yeah, there's only 1 fort left on Balanos, guys. How many guilds are left here? A lot. 8, 9. There's 9 guilds and 1 fort. It's like the start of a bad porno, guys. 9 girls, 1 cup. Here we go. All right, let's see this fight. All right. There's so much fighting going. Guys, it's not looking good. Well, guys, I'm a non-participant, so I only have 1 HP and 1 DP. A cannon hit. That counts as fighting. That counts as fighting. The Node War system is working as intended. Huge win for Pearl Abyss. Massive W. 2 players have, in fact, come into contact with one another. That counts. There's a guild up there to the northeast. They're pushing. So if you guys look at the minimap up here, there's a guild pushing them from the northeast up here. Yeah, it's half sacred. So yeah, there's definitely a fight here, guys. No one is actually touching the fort because Otters is way stronger than them. But there's definitely a fight going on. Yeah, literally, we saw 1 member of the enemy guild get through, guys. Like the Dothraki and the Long Night. They just rode into the army of the dead and just got literally completely obliterated before they reached the fort. Okay. And they took the flag out. Good. Good. They should place the flag right next to the fort so that they can spawn here. I only see Otters pushing. Oh, there's Munching is here too. Or Munching is here. Okay, so that's Munching pushing in. Look, guys. You know, a lot of people, they say, Blue, how do I set up my farm? I say at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, Node War begins. You take a fort, and then you let the other guilds push you. And you can set up your farm around your fort. And you basically farm them like crops. Around the outside like this. I will say, for what it's worth, their fort is actually taking damage. Refer to the visor question. My tamer's helmet visor is open in the character select menu. When I load into the game, my helmet is closed. Yeah, no, it's just like that. You can't change it in character select. That guy made it through. Nobody saw it. He fell down. He's all right. All right, good fight. Hey, a half sacred guy made it. No, he's dead too. He's they're basically, so there's 3 guilds pushing them. At least 3 guilds pushing them. I don't know who decided to put the Otaki coming in. Can they get some damage down on the other side? Otters is literally in a 1v4 right now. Otters is having fun. Oh, that Zerkers grabbed somebody. He's beating the shit out of him. Oh. Oh. Oh, is he? Never mind. He's dead. He's dead. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, so they have 10 minutes to take this fort, guys. This is cap. This is the Tuvala cap, guys. This is the Tuvala cap. I think this is the best position that I could be spectating from, guys. If I get any closer to the fort, I'll be blocked by the walls. All right, I do want to point out that they put their flame tower too far from the fort. This flame tower can't actually cover the stick. And so what the other T1 guilds have decided to do is that Pegasus so aptly showed us is they're just trying to literally run it down on the fort and just do fort damage. They're trying to dive inside this circle right here, and they're just trying to do fort damage. No, the disabling the UI. No, you can't disable the UI. If you disable UI, then you I can't see like names and stuff. Doesn't help me. So they're at 70. Did you guys see how fast that flag built? That was crazy. They already have another flag. They should put their flag down like right here. Okay, so they're pushing on the southwest side over there. Right now, another guild needs to hit the fort from the other side. Munching needs to push. Munching needs to push right now. No, see, they waited too long. Munching is dog shit. Yeah, see, this is the problem, guys. This is why guilds not communicating with each other is really bad. He's really bad. See, because this guild over here is pushing. Otters is going to fight them on this side of the fort. And Munching is pushing from the other side, but they're waiting until Otters finishes killing the Otters kills these people. Then they run over here and Munching starts to push. They kill them too. And the ring around the rosy we go, right? What you really want to do is you want to force Otters out of the fort this way and then hit the fort while Otters is pushed on the other side. That's what you want to do. And they're f***ing it up. Don't worry, I'll axe the flag factories. No flags for that. You're an idiot. This is bad, guys. Oh, Taki's trying to do their best. They're actually pushing in. Looks pretty good. The Hawatch is firing the wrong way. Thought that no one would see it. The Hawatch is literally shooting the wall. That's crazy. Somebody get Stevie Wonder off the Hawatch. There we go. Just rotate it, Stevie. Get it? No, Steve. All right, that's a good shot. That's a good shot. That was a good shot. Yo, how long does this fort have, guys? This fort's almost out of time. You can see the timer on this right side right here. This is the timer right here. This fort's got like 5 seconds. Or I mean like 5 minutes left. Okay, cannons do no more damage to this fort because it's at 50%. Cannons don't do any damage to forts below 50. They said Kama Sylvia is finished. Okay, please tell me that Opposite did not take both forts and that they were knocked out when the first fort expired, and then the second fort went to somebody else. Okay, good. Perfect. And the second fort went to somebody else. They gave one away. They basically had to anyway. Okay, so this is at 40%. So the only 2 regions that actually had a fight, guys, are Balanos and Serendia. And I know what you're thinking if you're a North American player. I know, guys. Let's sign up for Balanos and Serendia. Welcome to Kama. There's Joe. Woo! Because it's RNG, no matter what you signed up for. The poor T1 guilds that sign up on Balanos and Serendia can get Calpheon, dude. Bro, they look like they're sitting on a casting couch, man. Okay, this is heating up pretty hard. Munching is in the fort really hard, doing a lot of damage. Look at this. There's 3 minutes left. The fort's at 25%. Otters is desperately holding on. They need to hold on for like 3 minutes, guys. They're like 3 minutes. They got to hold on for like 3 minutes. They have Munching in there. They're doing damage. We got Otaki pushing in for the south. Everyone's trying to get the last hit on the fort, so nobody wants to push in immediately. This is sweaty. This is sweaty. Looks like about 2 minutes on the Novus Orda. Their one guy just dove in and tried to get the last hit. People are trying. Okay, so what's happening here, guys, is whoever gets the last hit on the fort gets the fort. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to wait. Nobody wants to push right now because they might not get to push again with 2 minutes left. Okay, but you have to be the last guild that pushes in order to get the last hit on the fort. So if you're not the last hit, you're good. And Otters is like Otters like, don't push yet. There's still 4 minutes. But sir, it says 1 minute. Shh. Don't push yet. There's still time left. They're sweating, guys. It's still at 20%. I think they're gonna hold it, guys. They got basically 120. Oh, they're burning. Oh, here comes munching. Here comes munching. Oh, Take from the other side. Down at 20. Down at 15. Otters, no! Oh, no, bro. Everyone's trying to get in on it, bro. It's a dog pile. All the otters are just like, just keep blasting. Okay, so this looks fun. This is what the developers envisioned for the Node War system. Sadly, there were probably 46 guilds that participated tonight. Probably over 50 that wanted to participate, but only 46 that actually got to participate. And these are the only 3 guilds having fun. 4 guilds. I apologize. There's some guilds on Serenia having fun too. 10%. They're tapping. Oh no, they don't. Munching. 10%. 60 seconds on the clock, boys. Sweating balls right now. Sweating balls. They're desperately trying to get the repairs off on the board. Half Sacred just dove into 5%. The cannon shot landed to prevent the repairs. Under 60 seconds on the clock. Where has that elephant been the entire time? X out, you moron. Where have you been? What? This motherfucker should have been fork chopping the entire time, you dipshit. Did we put the blind guy on the elephant? Where have you been, bro? Oh my God. 5%. It looks like they're gonna hold it, guys. No, another push just came in. Down at 4%. Novus Orda. Munching's in from the other side. Down at 3. Otake's diving in from this side. Oh my God, bro. Every guild is here. Otters is doing their best, man. Otters is doing their best. They're spamming it. Should be out of time. They're gonna... Oh my God, dude. It's a dog pile onto the fort to see who can get the last hit on the fort, because you will not have enough time to burn the fort down again. Half Sacred just dove it again. It's down at 3%, bro. I don't know that they're gonna make it. I think Otters might just hold on. It looks like they might just hold on. They have a lot of berserkers. Isn't the timer up? It should be up right now. It's very close. It should be basically finished right now, but like it's not. Oh my God. If one more push comes in, that's it, guys. One more push, there's no way they hold it. Flushed is up top there. Oh, he just died. Down at 2%. It's taking shift damage. Munching, riding in like the riders of Rohan and getting gunned down by the orcs because they actually had AK-47s, unlike the movie. Look at this shit, bro. Wait, they're gonna get it! The ride of the Rohirrim! They got it, bro! Half Sacred takes in that! 1 second on the clock! Wait, it's already burning! Wait, it's already burning! Holy shit! That they have Ellie's. The flame towers did not respawn. Guys, these are still Otters as flame towers. That's still Otters as elephant. Otters trying to burn the fort back down again. The flame towers are doing damage. What are we doing? Why do the flame towers not respawn after the fort gets taken? You dipshit dog water developers. 50% and falling. The Ellie needs to start fort jumping. Munching is doing their best. 30%. They're not here to defend it. Wait, what the is going on, man? There's no way. Why are the flame towers still firing? The flame towers are burning the fort. The Owacha is still firing too. The Owacha is still shooting the fort. The fort is getting burned by the FT on the other side. This FT can't actually hit the fort, but the other one can. And the Owacha can too. Half Sacred's in on it. They're trying to defend it. Otters is trying to get there. Did it run out? No, my God, they got it again. It's Otters takes it back. Yo, that's crazy, bro. And that's the end. No shit right now. Otters at the very last moment took that fort. That was crazy. That was crazy. Otters with 3 seconds on the clock. Not even close, baby. Oh my God, bro. They're pissed. Otters Holding on to it, baby. Holy shit. What a node war, man. That was pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. As much shit as we were given the node war system, guys, that was pretty cool. That was crazy, man. That was pretty crazy, bro. Oh my god. At least 60 people of the 1,500 that participated today, guys, had a lot of fun. Blue, you should really get it. Did Jules in call? I heard there's some heated things to say. Oh, let me get D Jules. Hold on. Let me hit him up. All right, let me see if I can get D Jules in here, boys. That was crazy. Is Serendia still going on, or is it over? It's over. All right, so Serendia is over too. That was insane. Okay, for being, come right in. Okay. All right, we're gonna talk to D Jules, guys. We're talking to D Jules. All right, I was told to call you because you're heated. Okay.
I need to put you on stream.
Yeah. Take your time.
Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. Say something.
I'm here. Testing. We can get Jason
Chat?
in here too if he's here. Yeah, chat. Yeah. Can you hear me, chat? Not my chat, the other chat. This is D Jules, guys. This is another BDO partner. It's an EU BDO partner. I've been watching him for years. He's an OG, super fun to watch. We'll give him a shout out. Mods, can you get him a shout out in the chat? He's gonna tell us what he thought of this node war system. So D Jules, I assume that you just participated, right?
No, we couldn't. We could not participate. We did sign up. We signed up for tier 2, let me call it tier 2. So Medalla Valencia, like the old capped node wars tier 2 till tier 3. Now Medalla and Valencia. We did sign up, but on EU, only 6 guilds in total, 3 per region, got actually made it in. 3 regions for Medalla, 3 guilds for Medalla, 3 guilds for Valencia, while it was 30 in Balenos and Serendia. And many guilds, my guild included, could not participate today. We could not participate.
Oh, God, no. God, I was wondering why there wasn't anyone on the 685 cap, because that seemed like the fun cap. So is that the cap that you guys signed up for, was like the mid, Valencia?
Yeah, we signed up for the mid one, Medalla and
God,
Valencia.
That's the one that we signed up for.
There were more issues. There were more issues. There was a guild that got redirected to Serendia.
No.
Another guild got redirected to Balenos.
So wait, they were just...
guilds got into. So, we don't know what's happening here, but it's crazy. So, especially because we are all used. Like new BDO content. We are used to quality. We are used to bug-free and absolute perfect quality. So I don't know how this could happen today, but
it's never happened. Wow. Yeah, we've never had situations. Yeah, we've never seen anything like this before. Yeah, for any reason.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Literally
absolutely
crazy.
Not.
Yeah.
I remember Magnus won the Abyss release, for example. It was just, it was heaven. It was heaven for PvE players, and now it comes to new PvP content, and suddenly only 48 guilds could sign up. And speculation is right now that maybe there is a bug that not more than 48 total guilds can apply, which they couldn't test on KR because KR does not have 48 guilds. So
oh my God.
Maybe that is, they couldn't really test it.
North America's so fucked. Wait, we signed up for Medalla. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, that is
oh shit.
I don't know.
All right. Well, hopefully I get to actually play a node war today. Okay, so you're saying that other guilds, like just to confirm, they literally were on Medalla 1, right? And then their fort was placed, or they were literally put into Serendia?
No. You are signing up for Medalla in Valencia, for example.
Right.
And 15 minutes before it starts, you are getting assigned your region. You don't know if it's Medalla or if it's Valencia. And then you hop on the right channel and then you apply. This is how I was told it works. But when that 15 minutes timer, like 15 minutes before it started, people weren't in. There's this overview. You can go into the new menu. If you go into the new menu, it says war and then node war and participating guild. There's no select. It's over. Oh, it's concluded. Okay, it concluded. But we weren't there.
This is cooked.
And it was 15 guilds in Balinos. It was 15 guilds in Serendia. It was 3 guilds in Medalla. It was 3 guilds in Valencia. It was 6 guilds in Calfian, and it was 6 guilds in Camasilvia.
But wait, D-Jules, there's more. You can actually take more than you can actually take more than one. So 2 things. Number 1, you can take more than 1 fort, which means opposite in Camasilvia literally just took 2 forts and then no one else could do anything because like they were way stronger. So like everybody just waited and then they eventually just handed one of the forts away. So they're doing this thing again. You remember the old Node War system where it was like the risk system where they were like, oh yeah, you could attack them on multiple fronts and spread them out, and how much that did not work. Yeah, they brought it back for this one too. So now you can take multiple forts, and multiple guilds are supposed to be able to push you. Nobody pushes you. So like it completely failed on Kama. Then on Balanos, where we actually had like a fight, or a reasonable fight, at least at the end. A lot of the guilds didn't actually fight. They just took their fort and left. But like of the 4 guilds fighting at the end, the guild that was holding the fort lost the fort, and the other guild got it like a minute before the timer ran out. But the flame towers in the Hawacha and the elephant did not respawn, or did not despawn. So the FTs, the Ellie, and the Hawacha just burned the fort to 0 in like a minute.
Interesting.
And just killed it immediately. And there was no way for the new guild to basically recover the position because they had flame towers spraying them on their own fort. Like, yo, Champion Jason wants to let's
no way.
Yeah,
yes, oh my god, this is cooked. This is even more cooked than I thought.
Details,
the flame towers of the previous guild. Yeah, I'll invite everyone to the podcast.
Yeah. Let's
invite everyone. Yeah,
let's get everybody in here. Yeah, let me make a group DM. Accept my friend request.
No. Oh my god, the flame towers can recap the towers. Wow, this is the worst Node War system imaginable.
Yep. I need you to accept my friend request so I can invite Jason and stuff in. I'll pull all the EU creators in if they want.
Wait.
Yeah, just go to Discord. Wait. Yeah, Discord, add friend. Or, yeah.
Why is your Discord icon? Is it your dog?
Yeah, it's my dog.
Oh, what race is it?
He's a border collie German Shepherd. Yeah.
Oh,
he's fantastic.
Oh,
yeah, he's fantastic.
A very agile one. A very agile one.
Yeah, we do frisbee and agility together. All right, I'm calling you in the other one. All right, we're getting Jason in here too, boys. We're getting Jason in here too. All right, there we go. Are there any other creators that we should be adding to this? Well, we can just pile them in. Just keep like if you feel like anybody else needs to be a part of the discussion, pile them in. Get them in here. Yeah, so Jason, what are your thoughts on it? Did you actually get to participate?
Yes, we were part of Opposite, the one with the 2 forts.
Okay, so can you tell me how that played out? You took 2 forts, right? But like, yes. How did it end up planning out? When one of the forts expired, did you just get knocked out of the Node War and then the other one just went neutral again, or what happened?
So there was the question mark fort that we took at the start, right? Where you don't know how much time it is. It's 20 minutes until 60 minutes, like somewhere in between. You don't know.
Yeah.
And there was another fort that was...
Which one is the question mark one? Can you call out the actual node?
Lake Flondo, the one that we in the end got. Lake Flondo was the question mark one.
Okay.
It's a random time between 20 and 60 minutes. You don't see it. Can be anywhere in between. And there was the one on Navan Shepherd.
How do I pop this out?
45-minute time.
I want to pop this out so that we can see who's talking. How do I pop this out?
Yeah, Dragon Souls took the one on Manchon that was like 10 minutes in, so it was only like Gulash, Meow, and us kind of left that were fighting there. We had both of the forts until like at the end we decided like, hey, might as well take the question mark fort because it gives more rewards, right? And then like 2 minutes before the other fort ran out, you just handed it over to
No, I don't want the overlay.
Because otherwise, like if you get one fort, you're out, right?
Yeah. Well,
Like,
I mean, like,
So fun over. Fun over.
Yeah,
So
fun over.
The
All the
question mark
fun.
fun is basically
all the fun you
the
were
question
having.
mark fort. Yeah. Question mark means you have 20 minutes of fun or everything between 20 and 50 minutes of fun.
Turns out the question mark fort was exactly 50 minutes today, so we had like 5 minutes more of holding the fort because the last guild on the node decided to protest against the system. I spectated them about 45 minutes in Grana on the stable keeper.
Oh my god. So, Jason, how many kills did you actually get?
I got 2.
Sounded like in 50 minutes?
I mean, okay, right, to be fair, I spent, out of those 50 minutes, I spent 35 spectating the Meow Bane raid at Stablekeeper.
Oh my god.
And I got something to drink, and I laid on in bed. Like, I don't know.
Hey, glass half full, Jason. You were only 73 kills away from getting that Node War title. You were really close. Like,
I got your wonderful picture if you want to, or like,
oh yeah, hit me. Yeah, you got war scores.
Wait, it's the wrong one. No, wait, wrong one. Give me a second.
Okay.
That's the wrong one.
Oh, what was that picture? Why is it deleted?
It was something from Jay, but
yeah, what was the? Yeah, yo, chill,
I like this one.
I'm more interested in the previous picture that you deleted now.
I saw hippity hoppity and then Jay's photo, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I can share that one as well. It's whatever, right? But it's
Am I
not
about
the
to
one
get
that
canceled?
I intended to share. But I got you. No, it's not gonna get canceled.
You may not like it, but this is what peak PvP. Oh fuck, bro, that's crazy. Was that you in the middle of the fight today?
Yeah.
No
Yeah, that was
shot.
me like 20 minutes in. That was me like 20 minutes into the Node War.
What happened? Oh, wait.
It looks like
Sugar, Jason just shared this. Yeah, so I think the new Novo system is, it needs some work.
you don't say.
You could say so.
So like, do you think it's a recoverable situation? Do you think that it's possible to recover? Like this.
I think that when it comes to recovering things in BDO, the main problem is that the community, the BDO community is very, very harsh by now. Like they have went through a lot. And they are not the kind of guys of, yeah, let's give it some time. I think that the BDO community is more like in the state of, this is dog shit right now. Get it out of my game and give me the old system back. I think that is what people are going to ask. It's not only about what is the smart way to, or what is the logical way to move forward. It's a lot about what do the people want. Do people want to improve this new system, and many people, keep in mind, many people were against this system from the very beginning. Many people, EU and I think also NA, did not ask for this system. People are going to ask tomorrow morning, we want our old system back. And it's going to be very difficult for Product have, in my opinion, one shot to pull this off, and they blew it.
I wouldn't say that. I would say that I would allow them to fix the bugs and kind of like do some modifications with it. Like the system could theoretically work. There was some fun being had, but like we need to be able to replicate that on every region with most of the guilds involved. Not every guild is going to have fun every time. I understand that. That's basically how Node War is, period. But like, I think that the system might work a little bit. My fear is that, like, remember the old Node War system, and we said, please give us the old system back, right? And we said it for like months and months and months. It took them a full year. Just admit that it didn't work. Guys, this just might be our life now.
I have an even more extreme example. Do you remember the Tier 1 Node War revamp? Some people might not know that, but in 2020, Tier 1 Node Wars were popping off so hard, people dropped their siege guilds to play Tier 1 Node Wars. And then in October 2020, Pertubis came out, they had the idea to revamp Tier 1 Known Wars. And it was so awful that more than 90% of all Tier 1 Known Wars Siege players and guilds instantly quit this content. Main concern was an HP decay mechanic. Every 20 minutes, your HP would decay. And people begged, please remove the HP decay mechanic. When did they remove the HP decay mechanic? In October 2023, 3 years later. 3 years after they implemented this absolute awful patch of this HP decay mechanic, they removed it from the game again. So people might ask for the removal of the new Nova system tomorrow, but it's likely that we have to wait 3 or 4 years for it to get removed.
I mean, there's one thing that I'm pretty sure we need to get on Wednesday, and like apart from all of the bug fixes, right? Like the one change that I feel like a lot of people are gonna want to see is the anti-snipe mechanic. Because right now, right, like today, out of the 48 guilds that were participating, there was probably like 20 plus snipes, right? Which on a system that is based on how many forts are placed generates liberated forts that you can take, right? So we had 6 guilds, or like we had 6.
Oh yeah, that's a very good point.
And 3 neutral forts, right? But like there was basically 3 guilds fighting, 4, I guess, right? But like the strength difference was like ridiculously apart, right? So in theory, with like the amount of snipes there, you have the same amount of guilds fighting, then you have liberatable forts. So there is no fight happening. Everybody takes 1 fort, and then it's just a waiting game because there's.
Oh, that's a very good point. That's a very good point. I wouldn't know how to fix this. I wouldn't know how to fix this issue. I
think that the structures need to. If you lose control of a fort, structures need to despawn. For starters, I said that when I saw it on KR. I was like, this is a bug, and they'll fix it for sure. And then it didn't. And then like we saw it again today, and Otters is up huge because of it. But like the other guilds are down tremendous. Number 1. Number 2, obviously guilds need to like drop on the correct region, and stuff needs to not bug out like that. Okay, that's obvious, right? Those bugs are pretty quick. Number 3, I actually think it is still too short. I think that like basically it starts and you get like 3 pushes in before the fort has already expired. Like the first one is already expired. And like, I honestly, I would generally agree with you guys. I don't really know how to make it beyond those changes. And I don't think that that's going to fix like the systemic problems that we were seeing today. Because on Balnos and Serendia, for example, all the forts got taken. And everyone just ran around. It's like, okay, we can't do that one, can't do that one, can't do that one. And maybe there was like a skirmish here or there, but like forts just kind of expired. And there really wasn't very much fighting until like towards the end of the Node War, when like guilds all just kind of ganged up on the last guild and just tried to like RNG their way to the fort, like the fort win. So like, I don't really know what they're kind of supposed to do about that.
I think they should remove this system and put it into a bin. Like, I think they should just call it here and be like, okay, this is dog shit, and we f it up, and we put it into the same folder on our hard drives in the office as War of the Road. Like, there's probably a folder by now that is called, like, dog shit we have developed. Even though everyone told us it's going to fail, we still went through with it. But then it ended up failing afterwards. After all, like in this folder is by now standalone Shadow Arena.
Oh, dude!
If anyone can remember that.
Yeah, no, the super successful game that is Shadow Arena. Yeah, very good. Saved
and
it.
War of the Roses in this team battle. I think team battle is still in the game, but there's like there's space still in this folder, and I think the new Node system. Put it into the folder. Just be like, okay, another oopsie of we delivered dog shit content that everyone is going to hate. And then move on. I don't know. Maybe next Wednesday, give people a 2+2 box for pearls in the shop. I don't know.
Guys, there's a podcast going on that they're asking us if we want to join. There's a lot of people in the call, so I'm a little apprehensive about joining it. But if you guys want to join, I can hop over there and we can see what all the guilds, because all the guilds that participated today are basically sitting in that call. It might be good to kind of hear what they have to say on on it. Do you guys want to?
I'm down. I would say one more thing quickly before that baffles me. How did KR have the system for 2 weeks and nobody noticed that the horse revive function does not work?
No one there's playing the game, dude. No one over there is playing the game.
They had it for 2 weeks. How did
they're not playing the game.
They notice that the horse revive function does not work.
They are legit not playing the game.
The Koreans are like
they are doing their circles. They're doing their circles, and they do 15-hour circles a day, but they don't play the game. They never did. When the game got released 2 years after it got released in KR, and they didn't know that there were hidden stats on these items. It took an ANU 2 months to figure out that DP was not actually a stat, but there was DR and evasion on these items. And it took people not much longer to figure out that there was accuracy on every AP item. Korea didn't figure this out for 2 years. They log into the game, they start doing circles, and when they stop doing circles, they log out of the game, and that's all they do. And we can't just rely on them figuring out anything. Like, of course they don't know what horses do in the node war. Like, no.
We were 5 minutes into the node war and no player had horse left.
I'm crying, dude. They log in, they just start doing circles, like. Oh god, dude. All right, let's hop over to the podcast. Let's see what they're saying over there.
Yeah.
All right.
At the end, it's most likely a bug then, and it's something they probably will fix.
A bug?
Guys. Hey guys, I don't mean to. What's up? I have comms muted right now. I need everybody to promise me that you're not going to say anything stupid. Okay. Like. All right. Nobody says anything stupid, or we're gonna have to bounce out. But okay. All right.
Pinky promise, man.
I am curious, and so is the rest of the scene. North America is watching as well. We are curious how you guys all thought the node war went. Probably one at a time. Honestly, let's hear the goods first. Otters, you guys look like you guys were up huge.
I mean, we are huge.
I feel like we should warn North America about all the bugs, if nothing else, first.
I feel like as well.
Avoid making the issues that we had, right? I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
It wasn't here when we talked about the bugs, but TLDR, some guilds who registered did not get in, and some who did register got into a different region than what they registered to.
Pretty much.
And it couldn't sign in until like 15 minutes.
Are any of those people in here?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Okay, so did any of you place on like a lower cap and then get put on a higher cap? Like, did you place on the Tuvala and then end up fighting Conquer?
The other way around.
The other way around.
Okay, so it's the other way around. Okay, well that's at least better, because you know, if you have a Tuvala Timmy spawning in next to Conquer, it's probably not going to feel very good. You know what I mean?
It would have been fun, I think.
But we have 90 people on waiting list, and then we drop to 30 node.
Oh my god.
But was it because of the you guys signed up too late, or
no, we signed up this early this afternoon. Right.
Yeah, Can we clarify maybe who signed in the night? Because I saw people like messaging around 2 in the night and they could sign in, then they could. But
there was a delay on when you could sign up. Yeah,
I did it at like 4 a.m. It worked. Like 4 a.m. I had signed up. There was no issues. It already told me it worked, and that's it.
Which region did you sign up for?
RNG. But the moment anyone presses the mislabeled button, you retract your sign up. Every yes changes to no, and everything is back to start.
Oh god.
So that might happen for some of you. I don't know. But,
so you're telling me we have to swap servers as fast as possible and yes up, or we're just not going to get a spot on the other guy?
No, because even that was bugged for us.
Yeah. Oh, so you couldn't even participate.
Up and you cancel, then everyone changes back to no.
Basically, Blue, if it really does bug out for you, you'll have no idea until 50 minutes before the node war, and there's not really much you can check with. You can check whether or not you can yes up correctly on the region. If it does work, from what I'm hearing, then you're quite certain it's done what it's supposed to do. But if it doesn't, then all hands are off. Roll the dice. Maybe you get in. Maybe you get demoted to a different territory. Who knows?
What we did. We had majority of our people go on Valencia 1 and yes up everyone on Valencia 1 at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Our people signed up at like 6 p.m. for Calvium, and we got to Camasylvia.
But Calvium and Camasylvia...
Calvium and Cama are together. Yeah, that's at least reasonable.
The issue that happened that's big, I believe, is the fact that we tried checking Valencia 1 and Medalla one was being signed up there, and nobody was allowed to sign up at any time.
Yep.
Both servers, and then we got demoted to Serendia because of that.
Well, I'm not sure if because of that. That's a theory, right? That
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
a theory, obviously.
I'm gonna say for the guys who went Berlinus, that's not a demotion, it's a...
I mean, I will say this: I see a single fort taken on Medalla, and I see like, well, whatever fiesta we had on Serendia. So maybe there is some truth to that.
I have a good friend.
Medalla and Valencia was 3 guilds.
In Ominous,
they get fucked.
They were just sitting around.
Yeah, Blue.
doing
Actually,
nothing.
what was your interpretation of the Medalla war?
I showed up and there was only one fort and it was random, so I was like, okay, well, it's probably 1v2. They're probably villain's probably gonna have to fight somebody, right? It'll be fun. So like I ran over there and they were all standing with their dick in their hand. And I was like, are you guys fighting? And they were like, just you.
Yeah, based on what I saw, both Medalla and Valencia were kind of snipe guilds. Like,
No.
Valencia
was constantly fighting. We hold the fort for like the fort was question mark fort 24 minutes, I think. We were holding the fort for like 15 minutes straight, getting 1v2'd, trying to get up a building. We managed to get a flame tower up. We got cannoned. We had like it was for us. It was Jigga content.
Sorry, do we want to stay on the topic of the bugs we might have encountered, or we switch other topics because I think there are more bugs?
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, well, what are the other bugs? What are the other bugs to be aware of?
Wait, I feel like the cap is not right. On especially
two caps, but it feels off. Yeah.
What is like the Tuvala caps feel off?
Yeah, they feel off.
Like in a good way or a bad way? Like you're doing too much damage or you're not taking enough damage?
We switched to full gear. Felt better.
What guild is talking? Sorry?
Lollipop, T1 Balanos.
I can give my input on this. I felt like, because I was riding around a lot, but it
So
felt
is
like,
T1 now?
depending on where I was on the map, I was doing different amounts of damage. Like when I was between node zones, I felt like I was just one people.
Yeah, exactly, yes.
We also felt the same way.
So
Wait,
do you
by the way,
caps on the node still?
did anyone felt that the elephant was one-shotting? Because I one-shotted multiple players.
That would be expected on tier 1. When you think about how much damage structures do in general, and you just extrapolate it, if you put elephants on tier 1 all of a sudden, I was expecting them to
I can tell you for sure our elephant did not one-shot people.
All right, can I ask?
Yeah, no, elephant was
guys,
not one-shotting.
Can I ask for clarification? So when you ran up and attacked one fort on Balanos, the caps felt different than if you ran up and attacked a different fort on Balanos.
Basically, for Lollipop on T1 Balanos, the caps felt like a mix between Tier 2 and Tier 3 in regards to damage. But like structural damage, like the fort felt very, very squishy. Also, when it came to structural damage, but like the structure dealing damage, like the elephant, flame towers, Huacha, the damage was good, not pog, but good. The damage towards the structures was decent. Let me put it like that.
So, hold on. Is it possible that they just didn't recode the different zones? So like if it was a tier 3 node before the patch, it's still like tier 3 within that particular zone?
The caps shown are the same, but the names of the nodes still show the old tiers. That's the thing. So if you check the stat limits, they're updated. But if you check under the node, it's still written tier 4, tier 3, tier 2 like before. So it could be that way.
So maybe the fault itself, like DP wise.
That's not right. The
tiers are
forts
fine.
Closer in the middle are always like tier 5 forts. Like it will say tier 5. If you look at forts that are further away from the middle, like they are like tier 1. That's like just. If
it's just the rewards.
Exactly.
Yeah, the tier indication is correct.
Also, if it was a tier 4 forts, the forts would not have disappeared like they did today. They melted faster than they do in tier 1.
It's not different in their
the forts are
HP. They're
made
all
out of paper.
as tanky. It's just different rewards and different timers.
Did anyone try SOB or CTG at all?
Didn't generate for us.
So SOB just didn't work.
We did a CTG, like CTG works, but
Wait, where did you CTG?
We CTG'd back to base.
Okay.
Okay, I had a question. So, just
yeah, I mean,
to
you
clarify,
guys were sitting on our fort the whole time. I was like, is no one going to attack their fort? It's just kind of there, right?
Yeah, to clarify, you can't spawn. So even if you're defending a fort, you can't spawn a fort. You still have to spawn town and then like run back.
You can respawn fort, yes.
Okay, so you can still respawn fort. Okay, well that's good.
But
if you have 2 forts, you will probably respawn on the closest fort. I don't know if...
Probably?
Yeah, that's also what to mention. You can take as many forts as you need. As you want.
Destoria had 2 forts for quite some time, right? Maybe we could ask them. I'm not sure if they're here.
You guys say damage was good, yeah? But had any one of you guys hit a flag or a cannon?
Flags and cannons.
Cannons are giga tanky.
Bro, like it took us over 1 minute with 10 people to kill a flag. Hello?
Wait, take it across the territories real quick, because maybe it changed per territory.
So flags
like
are just...
it was tanky?
Yeah.
On Balanos, guys, on Balanos, the cannons were super tanky.
Yeah,
5 people was not enough.
Yeah, we know.
Serendia
was also
more
tanky.
People from main as well.
Medaya,
Valencia was also tanky as fuck.
Valencia was also tanky. Medaya?
Flame towers as well.
Valencia, Flame towers, Horacha, and flag.
Did you use the horse on it?
Super.
Yeah, we're talking player damage right now because it's kind of hard to get your horse for anti-cannon, right? Because you spawn with your horse on the fort, the horse doesn't have protection. So, you know, good luck anti-cannoning with your Doom horse. If your horse spawns in, it just dies. So, great. Guess I won't glitch.
Jine is saying that the TP was spawned at the start too. Is that true? Or like bugged?
Like the TP is what?
No, the TP, from what I saw, the TP works like people get, like the guilds get assigned different like locations. Some spawned in Velia, some spawned in Western Guard Camp from our Belenos fight. And then the whole map was kind of west side of Belenos and all the people in Velia.
Your own CTG.
Okay, guys, it's a bit too messy. Let's do it guild by guild, region by region. It will be easier to see what's up and let everyone speak that way instead of everyone speaking over each other.
Okay.
I do want to start with the smaller region, so I do want to start with the uncapped. So let's hear anyone here from uncapped. I think Stup was a...
Jason's here.
What do you want to know? For flag damage, I could say they were rather squishy. I think we took 50% of a flag with like 6-7 people in maybe 10 seconds, not even.
Oh.
Like, flags are dying fast.
What do you think overall? What was your experience with the Node War?
I laid in bed for 20 minutes, bro. Like, I don't know, we had no fight.
Yeah, no, fine, I see. What guilds were there? Like how many?
We were there too.
Dragon Souls, Goulash, Meow, and Opposite.
I see, so basically there were like...
Oh, but it was six in total, but like 4 fighting.
But nobody fought you, makes sense, okay.
Okay.
Question, how many forts were up for grabs then on that cap? With so many people, or like not many?
Yeah, it was like Dragon Souls.
Only 3 were
kind of fighting for the one fort.
Guys, let him speak, please.
Sorry. We took the Navern Step Fort right at the start, but it was a 45-minute fort, so nobody came there. And then we went to the question mark fort, where only Opposite was basically standing alone. And then we went to the Mancham fort, took it at the last minute, and nobody came back. So yeah, it was a lot of fighting.
So if you take 2
Did
forts...
you encounter any blobs? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, if you take 2 forts and then one of them expires, you just get knocked out and the other fort just goes neutral again?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, the other fort just got liberated.
Gotcha.
It doesn't. No. Okay. So if you win, it goes liberated. When you take 2 forts, you have both forts. If the time is up, you win, and the other fort goes liberated.
Yeah, that's literally what got told.
Yeah, that's what they say. Though I think computer there was something about double rewards, so I can't wait to hear about that. But...
we're not talking about that.
We're not spending time on that one.
Oh, sorry.
Shut up.
Don't leak.
There was no double rewards.
Was it?
Don't worry about it.
Believe you now.
Moving on. Next
Yo, D-Jules, thanks for the raid, big man. I love you to death. I love your input. I respect the hell out of you, man. Guys, go give D-Jules a follow. He's a super entertaining content creator for EU. Go check him out, guys.
Just a few nodos with like 10 people, I guess. And then
I got one question.
So basically nothing.
Okay.
One question for the uncapped boys, real quick. When you went there, did you also at some point try to cannon or something, or like? Because you ran over flags, okay. And cannons, how about cannons?
We didn't really get the cannon because we were out in 30 minutes.
We were out in 30 minutes. And then okay, did you get cannon or something?
We tried to cannon. We set up 2 cannons, but yeah, there was nothing to shoot.
Okay.
Oh god.
So nobody literally, like legit, no PvP or what?
Year of PvP, man.
All right. Well,
PvP for like 10
that
seconds.
sucks.
Accidentally took a fort and then left the fort to just a few. And Conker just, well, they just tried to look for PvP, I guess, but not really. So nothing really happened. Conker just waited for the question mark fort, which also was the longest one. Yeah.
Oh boy.
PvP.
Okay. All right. So Kama and Caltheon basically dead. Deadage. Medaya was basically deadage. We talked about that. Valencia, you guys said you actually got a fight. So were you 1v2ing basically?
Yeah, we had insane content. We had insane content. We were like, it was not like we were constantly fighting. It never stopped fighting. I think we had
yeah, but a bad fight is still, it's not a good fight if it's a bad fight.
I mean, it was still
no,
fun.
I'm sorry, listen, like, it was us, you guys, and Blue Label, right? Blue Label took the fort at the beginning, then you took it, or us took it from them, and then you took it from us, right? And basically what happened is, you were fighting them, we took the fort, and then we were fighting them, you took the fort. It's basically just body throwing on the fort, PvE rotating the fort, and just who's gonna body throw and take the fort. And then if you take the fort, same, like, basically who's gonna third party and win out of that.
I mean, Alpha's did 4 die, though.
I mean, your stick died in 15 seconds. And that is way too quick. Like fort stick is just way too quick. But you guys, like, we had 2 guilds attacking us constantly, and you did not like, and it just didn't happen that our stick like insta died. Like it took, we defended the stick for like 15 minutes. We got cannoned. We managed to get the flame tower up, and like I personally had a lot of fun.
Did you manage to upgrade it?
We didn't.
There was no option. No option.
There was no option.
Fights. Too many blobs fights. That's.
Oh, okay. No, yeah.
We were constantly rotating north and south.
You had the possibility, right?
Yeah, but we were tapping the fort. It was like 20 seconds. This should be. Was working well. Yeah, it's literally like a sandwich between Blue Label and Daddy for like 15 minutes.
Daddy.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, all right, that's fun.
It's a worse version of RBF. Like, it's legit. It's not PvP, man. It's just body throwing, and who gets the fort keeps it, I guess. It's like, it's 42 minutes. It's 24 minutes as well. Like, you don't have time. You don't know the time even to begin with, so you don't have time to set up like cannon or Hawacha or anything. You legit just fighting against the clock, not the players.
I mean, 30 minutes is enough time. You don't need the cannon observatory anymore, right? You just get a
if it's 1v1, surely. But if it's 3 guilds fighting for the same fort, it's not fun.
Computer, I suppose we'll be able to talk about that when we get to Valencia.
Yes.
Serendia, right?
Okay. Well, so Valencia had a lot of fun. Positive feedback from Valencia. Got one right.
Wait,
I'd say
another thing for Valencia is we had bugs where we were trying to put traps down and it wouldn't let us, even with the R space. We all did that. We explained it to everybody, and it was bugging out. Even placing structures, they would bug out as well.
Was it? Do you mean that like it took ages before you returned to a quote unquote non-combat stance?
Yeah.
You have to have your weapon sheathed, by the way.
It takes like 10 years or something, basically.
Yeah.
I remember it complained that it's hard to place the stand trap right now, so I guess there is like actual skill involved in placing traps right now.
Shut up, Cam.
Yeah, it's actually not bad placing traps.
No, for the placing annexes and shit, right? You have to have your weapon sheathed, otherwise you can't place anything.
No, you don't have to.
I'm pretty sure you don't have to.
Then it
just takes a really long time. It's like when you're 99% overweight on your horse and you get off, it's like waiting.
A lot of people also got the bug that even myself, that I had no CTG/TP at the beginning of the node. I need to run with my horse there.
You have this cheat CTG at 1950, not at 2000
yes,
as usual.
Nothing.
And you get nothing at 2000, but 10 minutes earlier.
Yeah, but he's saying he didn't have it 10 minutes earlier either.
Yeah, I was there from 640 because I signed my ally to the node war. So I was there, I had yes from 640. The point is that I did not get any CTG, and few of my members also get nothing, so we ran with our horses.
Were you on the correct server?
One last thing for Valencia.
I was there, trust me.
One last thing for Valencia. Were all guilds capped? Were you all 50 men?
We were 50.
Yeah, we were.
Yes, we were 47 at the end. At the beginning of the fight.
Okay. Anything else from Valencia, or do we move on?
Move on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And move on.
Balanos or Sarendia? Take a pick.
I did Balanos, man.
All right, let's hear Balanos. We know there's a lot of people here.
Balanos was awesome.
I can speak for Balanos from the Lollipop version.
Did you guys win?
We gathered in Olvia. Yeah, we won.
Okay.
We got Olvia because I'm streaming it right now. We started from Olvia, took the CTG at 1945, went to Olvia coast, took the fort, and just held it until the end. What I've noticed personally is that the damage is somewhere between tier 2 and tier 3 caps. The defense is somewhere tier 3 caps. Like, it felt like you died pretty quick, but you also dealt a lot of damage. The caps itself felt pretty decent, in my opinion. As for utility, the tankiness of the buildings itself was maybe too much. Like the flame towers, the Huacha, elephant, etc. The fort itself was very, very squishy. On the other hand, like, cannons felt very tanky, but dealt almost negative damage as far as I could tell.
Against structures?
I don't know. It
against
looked like
structures, yes.
Against otters, it looked like it was working. Otters, how'd you feel? Because you guys were getting cannoned.
Oh, yes. Yeah, so the cannons were like pretty good until 50 mark, and then after that I don't think they were doing any damage, but they were crucial in interrupting the taps.
So they just stopped doing damage after like 15 minutes into the war? They just stopped doing damage?
No, like at 50% HP.
Oh, after the 50. Well, yeah, cannons don't do damage to forts below 50%. So.
Are we talking about flame towers as well, or?
Yeah. Yeah, so...
We don't talk about that.
Bro,
yeah, when you nobody did anything about the flame towers.
Guys, at least one at a time, please. As for Lollipop, we got cannoned at least by 4 different cannons. And as for fort, we lost some percentage. As for buildings, honestly, that was neglectable. The real bane for cannons was the tappings. They interrupted the tappings.
I agree. The damage from the cannons is too low towards the structures. Our flame tower and Havacha hold very long. Even, like, I don't know if Otake is here, but I had the same feeling, like Otake were constantly inting on our Havacha, and I think it didn't go down to the end. The fort damage, I mean, in the end, it comes down to, like, let's make it sure you just body slam the stick and take it, and then hope you can hold it.
How fast did you take out forts, Otters?
I mean, at the end, for Lollipop at least, we got body thrown by at least 3 guilds, possibly 4. I lost count at some point. We went down to like 40%, and then we took the node.
How many seconds? Like, how fast did you die? Like,
seconds. I wouldn't call it seconds. I would call it minutes. We were getting body thrown from like the 15-minute mark until like the 5-minute mark by 3 guilds. At the end, at the 20-second mark, we were getting body thrown by 4 guilds, and we took the node at 40% of the fort HP. But we constantly, after we wiped one blob, we kept tapping the fort itself. The Huacha and both of the flames and the elephant never went down. They, like, one of the flame towers went into like 30%, and the second flame tower to like 70%, but none of the buildings ever went down. Like, the fort took the most damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
What was the timer on your fort?
40 minutes for Lollipop.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Anyone else from Belenos who wanna speak up, show their experience?
Can I just add one thing quickly to the body throwing? So,
yes,
I mentioned it in our alliance while we were talking afterwards. I don't know if anyone else felt this way. Otters, you probably didn't. By the sounds of it, you guys didn't actually get fought at all. Everyone ran away. But with the body throwing, it seems too much reward and not enough risk. Because if you wait till the last 2 minutes and there's a 30-second respawn, it's enough to axe. I mean, those sticks everyone kind of agreed already that they are incredibly squishy.
Can I talk a bit?
Seems like
Can I talk a bit about this?
just give me 30 seconds and I'll finish.
Okay.
But for body throwing, there needs to be some kind of risk to waiting until the last 2 minutes, then getting body thrown by 4 guilds, like resetting the timer back to even just 5 minutes or something if you take the fort. Because it's based on last hit at the moment. It's not based on any timer or anything like that, but the easiest way they can fix that is just make it, if you liberate the fort from someone else, it resets it back to a 5-minute timer. Because there's too much reward for just continuously body throwing a pretty squishy stick and not having to worry about it.
Yeah,
we agree with you. We had the same issue, like everyone was body throwing, and we were able to hold on long because of our players, but like again, like I said, it's not that easy. And the fact that you can just body throw for like last second, get the last hit, and just take the whole thing, I feel like that is absurd.
We were like
exactly what PA wants.
I have a collective question then.
Half Sacred was going to speak next. Let him.
About body throwing, like my mate said, we were like 10 seconds away from stealing the victory from others. That's what I wanted to point about this body throwing. We body throw and almost won. And the thing that really pissed me a bit about this node was the flame tower, because I don't know if you guys experienced that, but flame towers, after you conquer the node,
they stay alive.
Yeah, and they still belong to the old owner. And you can damage the fort with them.
Because they do not belong to the tower, they belong to the region.
Yeah,
you can build them everywhere.
Yeah,
that's what happened
to bad,
us.
Though.
And
that's bad though. If you own a fort,
that is interesting though.
When you own a fort, when you lose that fort, all of your annexes should despawn.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I disagree.
You guys, the fort is not takeable.
Listen to yourselves. You guys are. Yeah, okay. Listen to yourselves. You guys are complaining, or at least saying the body throwing is bad, right? If you get flame towers around a fort, that gives you control of that fort, even if you lose the fort.
Yeah, you can't.
I agree.
Even if you lose the fort, you still have control of that fort because you have the flame towers around.
I 100% agree with Nara, and we had a perfect example for it today in Savendia. I'll talk about it later. Yes. Alf, do you have anything else to add?
I mean, they can just
let Nara talk.
Okay, I was gonna say they can just give the FT back to you in your inventory. Like, it doesn't have to be wasted. Like, they just despawn it, they just give it back to you in your inventory, and you just put it down again.
I generally think that it shouldn't despawn because you place it, because now without placing it, you're placing it on the region, correct? So you placed it on there. If you want to take the fort, the idea should be take the flame towers first, then you can take your fort.
Well, you don't always have time to do that.
Them down.
Yeah.
You know,
I can tell you for sure you can revive CTG on any fort and kill it in 15 seconds.
I mean, like the idea
just kill the fort.
Right.
Like
the idea is correct, but like the fort is too squishy for this idea.
For me,
no, the flame towers are too tanky.
It's your own fault if you don't take the
guys, one at a time, please.
Yeah,
Okay,
I feel like
can I say
feel
something,
like from the guys who experienced like the longest hold on kinda, the structures are a little bit too tanky, and it also comes down to what people use as strategy. I mean, if you go for the strategy to slam the stick instead of the buildings, then you run into the situation where you get maybe like in this situation what let me get your name from Half Sacred. Sorry, I can't see you. But in specifically in this 10 seconds where we have the flame power still, we know it. I placed our flag north of our fort instantly as soon as we realized we lost it. We spawned there. We re-engaged on our same flame towers and shit and took the fort. It was kind of the only thing. Yeah, it's a flipping game if you want to play it like that, but. The structural damage is a bit questionable from PA because, yeah, you should like the Havacha stood very long. You have to ask Otake, but it felt like it stood very, very long. Yes. So there needs to be adjustments for sure.
So we all agree that forts are way too squishy, Havacha a bit too tanky, and FTs are all right? Question mark.
Yeah. But that's not the main.
As well.
That's not the main problem, in my opinion. Like a naked fort is still gonna be similar to a flag. You're just defending your flag at this point. Like, we can't have a naked fort in a node war.
We should get barricades, is what you'd say?
Yeah.
I'd love to see
barricades would be good.
barricades are a big question also.
Even if you have FTs and you can control the fort, yeah, surely you can control the fort with FTs. But it just, as long as the fort is naked without barricades, people are just gonna keep body throwing on it.
I totally agree with it.
Yo, I've got
Yeah,
one
but
question. though.
one thing,
I've got
along with
one
that-
question, real quick,
Yeah, go
bro.
ahead, sorry.
Just real quick. A Hwatch and Flame Tower, right? Like, imagine you have Hwatch and Flame Tower placed, everything. Also, maybe I'm curious about Elephant as well. You have that ship placed, and then you're going to like take over the fort. And let's say, for example, Yandere has a fort, okay, and they have a bunch of annexes down. And Oldap comes, hits the fort because it dies sooner than the structure anyway. And Yandere is still sitting in their flamers and Hwacha. If they go and hit that fort, does it do a lot of damage?
Yep.
No.
Yeah, they do.
No.
Yeah, they do.
It wasn't
Not a lot of. It's the CCs. It's the CCs.
It's CCs that kills
The
people.
structural damage
like-
is neglectable.
It makes it makes it impossible for the guild to hold the fort, the new guild to hold the fort, because there's just FTs spraying them the whole time, bro.
You've got
Like, it's
15
not
seconds
doable.
of respawn protection to kill the flame, man. Like, if you really deserve that fort, you can take that flame tower down too.
Exactly.
I agree with that. I mean, we took
Well,
our
there's
flame
no
towers
shot,
and.
in
my opinion.
No.
Tower up is basically punishing you for last hitting the pot with body throw.
Yeah, let me put it differently.
You
I
can
mean,
take
I know
out the flame tower quite
we're
fast.
pivoting into Sarandia right now, right? But we attacked, what was the name again? Cam, top left guild. Long name.
Pedro.
Yes, Pedro, thank you. We attacked Pedro. It took us, I'd say, 2 respawn cycles to strip their flame towers, and then we went for the fort. We didn't finish the fort because we didn't want to finish the fort, because we wanted to hold on to our own fort, which had better rewards. More on that later. But like, you can kill the flame towers. If you focus on the flame towers, you can kill the flame towers, and you're not going to lose pressure for body throwing the flame towers or anything like that. Just take the time to kill them, or if you want to risk it, flip the fort and then attack them from the inside out. You can do that too. That's what we did against the first guild we took.
I'm not surprised that flame towers, flame towers is no issue if you attack them right, because we had them on the cap before. The problem is the stuff they added. We didn't have.
I mean, it's easy to say from the winning position, to be honest. Like, it's easy to say
There's
Xator's
nothing
won
to do with
because
the
of
winning
FTs.
position.
Well, yeah, it does.
No, yeah. Like what as damage wise, I felt like the flame towers and the watches, etc., felt like how they used to be. It's just the fort it was a lot squishier than we were used to. Like, we had to actually scramble to get people to tap, because we were not used to having our fort to just die that quickly,
But also, make no mistake, right? You can back attack a flame tower. You can't back attack a Hwacha.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like same. Like I said, like flame towers, etc., felt like the exact damage as they used to take before.
Yeah, but
in tier 2.
The thing is that it's really bad to focus the flame tower first instead of the fort itself, because you're going for the fort, and the idea itself is quite bad.
No, it has always been like that. Like, you misplayed the node war, my friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
even
I
if
mean,
you want to
look,
rush
the
the
flame
stick,
tower-
you take 1 FT down and then rush the stick from that side.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, guys. The take that the FTs are not an issue, like despawning, is mental illness. I'm so sorry, but like that's just a bad take. You can't like the sieging guild that just took the fort cannot hold the fort because the flame towers and the Hwacha are CCing them on repeat and doing damage. Like, that is like, bro, imagine trying to take a fort and there's 2 FTs and a Hwacha, and the elephant, by the way, is still fort chopping you. Don't worry, you have 15 seconds to do what? You're dead. It's over. You're just dead. Like, there's nothing you can do. I mean, Otters won because they had FTs and Hwachas, and the Ellie still fort chopping. Like, they had all that shit right there, and they just were able to just spawn town, run straight back, and retake the fort. It's just not possible to win. I think that they should despawn when you lose control of the fort. Maybe they go back to your inventory so you don't lose the money, right? And you can replace them somewhere else, right? Like, it's really just not doable. Like, this between the CCs and the damage with the people, like, if you get FTs and a Hwacha up, it's just over. And the argument that, like, well, you should kill the flame towers first doesn't work, because the node war is only an hour, and it's going to take you 3 or 4 pushes to kill a flame tower. If you're convincingly stronger than them, it's going to take you 3 or 4 pushes. If you're not convincingly stronger than them, it's going to take you even more time. And, like, forts just don't last that long. You just run out of time, and then you can't kill the fort. So, like, and then you can't hold the fort, so you finally barely get it because you kill an FT, and then the other FT's still up, and the Hawatch is still up, and the Ellie's still up, and they just run you down. Like, it's extremely difficult to deal with it, right? And then, like, if they have a flag down next to their fort, it makes it even harder, guys. Imagine having, like, a flag down next to the fort. Oh my god, dude. What is this doing? There we go. Imagine having a flag down next to the fort so that when you lose the fort, your FTs and your Hawatches are still spraying the fort, and you just spawn flag instead. Like, it's just like, bro, you're just never gonna lose the fort. It's too much of a defender's advantage. Of course, Otters agrees with it, bro. They won. They don't know any better because they're like I don't know. Like I think that most people realize that that's a serious issue. Like I don't understand how people don't realize that's just it makes forts unkillable. We have not seen a single guild get flame towers up on a fort location and then lose that fort and not be able to take it back. Like, every single time we've seen a guild do this, we saw it in KR, and now we've seen it in EU. It's the same thing every time. The fort just dies in 30 seconds.
Valencia, it's a bit spread out because it kept swapping, if you know what I mean.
Like it signed you on and off?
No, yeah, I know.
Yes. So it bugged out completely.
Yep.
No, I think
it didn't any number one channel you could yes up on.
Yes.
Yeah, I think someone.
If you let me, I can explain this.
Of any guild, press the button.
We could yes up on Medaya until like 1830, and then that stopped working. Then 2 people managed to yes up on Valencia, and then at 1900, everyone went back to no.
That's what I was hearing as well from people. Not from my guild, from other guilds.
Yeah. And then at 1930-ish, someone scouted Balanos, like, hey, dude, we're on Balanos today. So everyone started swapping there and yesing up. And
So you guys had some early warning, as it were.
Yes, that's the point for NA.
Same for us. Like at 1940, everybody got put to no, and then we started to try to yes up again, and the only channel that actually worked was Balanos 1. So at that point, we knew we were, on Balanos.
So there were no other guilds had our bug where we just couldn't yes up anywhere until 15 minutes.
No, same for Pedro. We signed up for Balanos and Serendia, so we went Balanos 1 at 18 to sign up, and it worked well, and then we
Bro, this meme is funnier the more you look at it. Like, Pearl Abyss is trying to make Black Desert upgrade Black Desert, and it's like a 0.6% chance, and like player feedback helps them not actually downgrade the game, and like the copium eventually just overwhelms, and you get the upgrade for free because your copium will carry you. This meme is kind of based.
It's so good.
It's so good, man. Yeah, like, okay, shot callers are saying it's good, right? There you go.
Well, that was like flash take on Balanos. We were just sad that we didn't get to go Medaya, honestly.
For us on Valencia for balls, we all started yesing up at 5 o'clock. We didn't have to hit no or nothing, and we got into Valencia where we all said yes.
Anyone else?
Yo, I got one question. I want to ask about elephants because, first of all, by the way, that shit got introduced into Tier 1, Tier 2 cap. I mean, Tier 2 cap now, which is basically Serendia Balanos, which is, by the way, really bad on a 30 cap. But regarding like taking damage as well, I'm curious. Did you
It's
ever
crazy,
run into
bro.
a with that thing?
That's crazy, man.
Flames didn't hurt at all. The Hawacha
That's
one
crazy, man.
people.
Tier
2.
Yeah, but for elephants, on Balanos at least, we had one elephant attacking our fort, Lollipop. I think it was Munching Elephant. It died pretty quickly, but mostly because of player damage. It got too close to flames at one point.
Maybe the problem is to just kill the items, like the flame tower, before killing the fort. Yeah, but again, my argument is that, like, sometimes you only have 15 minutes to kill the fort, and you just don't have enough time to work your way through an FT and then kill the fort. Like, sometimes you kind of have to dive the fort, but if you dive the fort, you end up losing because they take it back in 1 minute because they still have their FTs up. It's literally a lose-lose. It makes the defending guild like way too strong. You have 2 flame towers, a 4 chopping elephant, and a Hawacha shooting the fort. You want them to kill every single one of those structures without letting them get it back up again before you kill the fort. It's just not possible. Like, it's just not going to be doable. They're just going to rebuild it again. Like you have to spawn at town. Like, they're just going to rebuild it again. Even if you spawn at the flag, they're just going to keep rebuilding stuff, man.
For the first 40 minutes, I just ran out of stamina.
Yeah, so that was just 1 elephant for 40 minutes, basically.
I mean, I did notice that when we attacked your elephant, it kind of went down. I mean, not extremely fast, but...
Yeah. I also remember melting an elephant, but I'm not sure whose guild, so I'm not sure what gear it had, right? That's kind of why
I mean, player...
Probably mine.
Player damage-wise, like, Rule's elephant came on our base, and, like, 5-6 people took it out. Like, it's very squishy. I don't think it's a big
Was it on your base near the front corridor?
I rushed the elephant into your base, that's why maybe.
Was it
The
next time?
flamers took it down.
Yeah,
it went like tick by tick.
Like,
But other than
Even if the FT's not doing any damage to the stick, guys, doesn't matter. It's still CCing everyone out of super armor and frontal guard. There's 2 FTs, the Hawacha, the LE, there's just too much. And the second you take your weapon out, you do not have 15 seconds of invuln.
Yeah,
it's at least more squishy
You
than
just lose.
before the last change. Yeah. A lot more squishy.
It's not too bad, I'd say, considering how annoying
okay.
elephant is as well.
Yeah, it's okay.
But I don't know, damage-wise, it was not cool. I just charged Munching's blob and I killed 6
Boys, I have to bounce out.
Nowhere.
Thank you for the feedback. I'm sure Perlibus listened to that for sure. Anybody else want to say anything before I bounce out? They're definitely watching right now. I know that they're watching right now. For sure.
Yeah, good luck on an A, man. Good luck on an A, and keep your guild safe from the bugs as best you can.
Pray for us, guys.
Exactly.
And watch for the rewards.
I'd like to point out, though, personally for us, it was extremely fun.
+1 for the rainbow players.
Watch the rewards, but don't leak the rewards.
Alright. Oh, guys, pray for us. Oh, God. Oh, God, dude.